Hey man, I got a question for you. Why do we feel so bad for growing apart from some certain people when the whole point of life was to grow and to be better? Maybe it's because of the people that we have to grow apart from is the same people that we always thought that we would grow with. The same people that we have to say goodbye to are the same ones that we always thought would be there. The same ones we have to walk away from are the ones that we always thought would be right there holding our hand. It's hard to say goodbye to those type of people. Because you've built such a connection to them and they become such an integral part of your life. It's like, how do I walk away from that? Knowing that I still love you. Knowing that you will always have a piece of my heart. Knowing that some of the best memories of my life came from being created with you. Like, how do I grow from that?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Quite literally. Will Tidwell, a younger gentleman.
I wish I didn't have this big heart. People just do nothing but hurt me. Anybody can dream the dream. Anybody can have a goal, but see,
You're gonna be a neighborhood hero. You just keep shining, young king. I letting them know, man, I don't want to walk away with any grudges. I don't want to walk away with any anger. I don't want to walk away with any bitterness. I don't want to walk away with any type of hate in my heart for you. Even if you hurt me. I may never give you the same version of me, but I also don't want to hate you. Because one, life is just too short for that. And then again, two, how can I make room in my heart for somebody else to be able to love me and for me to be able to love them fully if I'm giving so much of my real estate to you? And again, it's hard. But that's one thing I really want to challenge you to do, man, is to leave that situation with love. But again, you done chose other people 1,000 times in your life trying to make them happy. And what I hope is that for once, you choose you and make you happy. Because you deserve that too. I love you, man. That concludes this episode of SpeakUPZee the Podcast. That's why a lot of people stay much longer than they really intend to when it comes to relationships and friendships and so many other things, is because we're afraid to see what our life look like without that person around. We honestly don't even really know who we are if that person isn't around. So instead of outgrowing them and walking away from them and growing apart from them, even though we know that we really have already in our mind and our heart, we know it. But just something in us will not allow our body to physically walk away. Because we know in the back of our mind, I'm not really sure what my life looks like without you. It gets to a point in your life where the conversations start to get shorter. Like the mindset and the priorities of what matters most in your life to you starts to change. Like the things that you focus on and the things that you love and the things that you want to do with your life, they just start to evolve from when you first met that person. And one of the worst feelings in the world is when you realize, like, damn, my priorities changed, but so did yours. Is when you realize, damn, my mindset changed, but maybe yours didn't. Or maybe my focus is on this now, but your focus is somewhere way over there. And maybe we just don't have the same things in common like we used to. Maybe we don't have that much to talk about like we used to. Maybe we are just literally in just two different places in our life and focus on so many other things in our life that I just can't give you the focus and the time and the energy and the version of me that you fell in love with. See, but sometimes when you have to walk away from people that you really love and that you outgrow, one of the hardest things you have to make them understand, especially if you leave on good terms with them or you leave with no beef, is making them understand that I'm always going to love you regardless of what we go through. Regardless of how we have grown to them, I'm always going to have that love and that respect for you. Again, I'm not the same person that I used to be. We Why do we feel so bad for wanting to grow? Why do we feel so bad for wanting to evolve and for wanting to be better than we used to be? I think this guilt comes in from it because it's like you feel like you almost owe this person. Like I can't give up on you. I can't walk out of your life. I can't leave you because it's like not only do I not know what I'm going to look like in my life without you, but to be honest, I'm afraid to see what your life will look like without me in it. I'm afraid to see you move on and to become a different person. I'm afraid to see you fall in love with somebody else. I'm afraid to see you become a mother to someone else's kids or a father to someone else's kids. I'm afraid to see you find the new friendships and to become the new version of you. I'm afraid to see that. Or you feel like maybe you're letting them down. So imagine how many people walking around in this world settling and overstaying their welcome in people's lives that they outgrew a long time ago because they're simply afraid to let go. Sometimes two people just grow apart. And again, like I said earlier, they talk less, they have less in common, their schedules start to change and they have a little less time for one another. See, because outgrowing people, it doesn't always happen in an instant. Sometimes it slowly happens over time. What used to be hanging out every day turns out to hanging out once a week. And what used to be hanging out once a week turns out to talking once a month. And what used to be talking once a month turns out to talking every 6 months. And what used to be talking every 6 months talk about just being able to see a person's story and just being able to like it and shooting a DM every once in a while and just hoping that they're doing okay. And then there's those other type of outgrowing people where it does maybe happen at an instant and we never really talk again. It's crazy how quick that stuff can happen. Like, you feel like you almost owe this person. Like, I can't give up on you. I can't walk out of your life. I can't leave you because it's like not only do I not know what I'm going to look like in my life without you, but to be honest, I'm afraid to see what your life will look like without me in it. I'm afraid to see you move on and to become a different person. I'm afraid to see you fall in love with somebody else. I'm afraid to see you become a mother to someone else's kids or a father to someone else's kids. I'm afraid to see you find the new friendships and to become the new version of you. I'm afraid to see that. Or you feel like maybe you're letting them down. So imagine how many people walking around in this world settling and overstaying their welcome in people's lives that they outgrew a long time ago because they're simply afraid to let go.
Hey, what's up? This is Will Z Tidwell with SpeakUPZee. And I just want to take a quick second just to thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of SpeakUPZee the Podcast. And my only goal with this platform is to motivate you, inspire you, and educate you around all things life, business, and mental health, whether it's myself or me bringing on a special guest. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We don't ask for any type of monetary gains or anything like that. The best thing you could do for us is just like and subscribe to the channel. Until next week, we'll see y'all later. Peace.